Good morning and happy Monday. I'm Tristan Winder in the News 2 streaming studio at the Morning Pulse here on this May 19th, 2025. We begin by discussing and recapping a little severe weather that was in the area last night and even into some of the early morning hours for some portions of the area. According to the National Weather Service office in North Platte, meteorologist Nathan Jurgensen has confirmed that the National Weather Service office in North Platte will be surveying northern Hays County later today. They did have some potential damaging winds and even potentially tornadic activity over there in northern Hays County. As for Lincoln County, we did confirm an inch of hail reported at the North Platte Airport, and they also confirmed that there's been more than an inch of rain collected at the North Platte Regional Airport as well. Again, this is according to North Platte meteorologist out of the National Weather Service office in North Platte, Nathan Jurgensen. No reports of any danger in Lincoln County. East of North Platte today, there is some severe weather threat. However, severe weather threat this week for the North Platte region, according to Jurgensen, is low. There is some threat Friday into Saturday, possibly. Of course, stick with us here at News 2 for further details and developments. In terms of power outages, it looked like there were some folks throughout North Platte that were without some power last night. However, there's been no power outages that City Administrator Lane Grosseth was aware of as of this morning, and speaking to him here within the past half an hour. Looking at the NPPD power outages map, no outages confirmed between Ogallala and Cozad, and those outages in Ogallala and Cozad have not yet been determined the cause, so those very well may not be related to weather. In other news today, the U.S. Department of Transportation and the Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration have implemented a federal waiver on severe hours for drivers of hauling fuels. This order is meant to help with gas supply shortages. Refiners are in the process of switching from winter to summer blends, which has caused delays over the past couple of weeks. This order temporarily extends the number of hours a trucker can work, as waiting for fuel counts against hours that they can legally work. The federal order applies to Nebraska, Iowa, and Kansas, and the new federal order will expire on June 30th or when the emergency expires, whichever of the two happens to come first. In more positive statewide news today, a Grand Island couple celebrated their wedding anniversary last week. Richard and Mildred Hoffman celebrating not 10, not 50, but 76 years of marriage. The couple fell in love in a ball field in Donovan while Richard was on furlough. When he was discharged, they started dating and eventually got married in 1949. Their first child was born on their first wedding anniversary, and within 25 months, their family of 5 would be complete. The couple says they don't really argue and they share everything, including the good times and the bad.
And our oldest son, that was for our 50th anniversary, he said he had never in his life seen his mother and dad have an argument. And that's something we just don't do. It's better not to say something than to say something and then have to be sorry for it for years.
The couple lives together at the Promoters Retirement Community. Last year, their 75th anniversary, they were awarded a key to the city in Grand Island. How awesome is that? In national news today, Ford vehicle owners, listen up. The Michigan-based car maker has issued a recall of more than 273,000 SUVs. The recall applies to 2022 to 2024 Ford Expeditions and Lincoln Navigators. Ford says the SUVs have a problem with a leak in the brake line. The leak could cause the vehicle to take longer to come to a complete stop, potentially causing a crash. No accidents have been reported this far, but definitely something to keep an eye on if you have a vehicle, specifically a Ford Expedition or Lincoln Navigator 2022 to 2024. Another severe weather news across the nation today in Kentucky. People are continuing to dig out and clean up after a series of deadly storms and tornadoes damaged homes and even tossed vehicles. At least 19 people were killed, most of them in southern Laurel County, Kentucky. Officials are still surveying the damage to determine the paths of the tornadoes and their strength. The National Weather Service says that there's possible storms that could even be hitting Kentucky once again today and into tomorrow. Google is rolling out a solution to combat annoying text scams that have been on the rise. Tuesday, Google Messages began updating the scam text detection technology that's on most Android phones. The improved scam detection will help to spot hoaxes like the common unpaid toll text. I've received one of those myself here in the past few weeks. The update also enables Google's messaging app to spot potential fraud texts related to crypto, technical support, and gift cards. According to the Federal Trade Commission, consumers lost $470 million to text scams in just 2024 alone. Rounding out the morning pulse here on this Monday, May 19th, with a check of the 7-day forecast. 67 the high for us again today. Can't rule out chances of severe activity, but according to the North Platte National Weather Service office, some of that's going to be primarily east of North Platte, it looks like, as of earlier today. Cooler week for us this week. Low 60s, mid 60s, Tuesday, Wednesday, warming up a little bit Thursday into Friday into the mid 70s, but that's when the chances of severe weather are going to potentially peak.